Hello everyone, welcome to another indie game first look. This time is going to be for Baba Is You. So the game is fairly straightforward and simple at surface level. It's a kind of minimalistic and simple kind of drawing style, nothing advanced or anything like that. And the controls are basically just, use the direction pads to move yourself around. However, the way the game actually functions is a little bit out there and a little bit interesting and unique. Basically what happens is you have all this text on the screen that kind of defines how the level behaves and how things in the level behave. So you can see here you have a Baba Is You. Baba is the little bunny rabbit, which is a cute name, very nice. And since the text says Baba Is You, that means you are the Baba character. At every point in the game, you have to be something. If you are not something, the stage ends, because obviously if you're not something, you can't control anything. And then you have other things, kind of like what the win condition is. The flag is the win most of the time. Typically walls, wall that stop is something you'll see a lot, which means that you can't pass through walls. And there will be defeat clauses. Certain things, if you touch them, you lose the level. So the whole game is based around the idea of taking these little logic statements, basically, and shifting them around and moving them and rearranging them in a way that provides the means for you to have a win condition for the level. So of course they start you off very basic with the way things are. Everything just is a thing, and you can have multiple things can be the same type of thing. For instance, if you have it where Baba is you and then Baba is win, then you automatically win because you are the win condition for the level. So it's just all about how you can manipulate these logic statements and just how the game behaves and how the objects in the game behave, and manipulating those in such a way to create a unique way through the levels. And they start out fairly simple, and thankfully, I think, at least for the amount that I've played through the first couple of worlds, the main levels that you are required to beat in order to progress throughout the game, and not unlock the secret areas, but just progress through the base game, as I can tell, they stay pretty straightforward. They introduced kind of new mechanics to you and new thoughts to you, but overall they are fairly simple and straightforward and easy to solve. However, there are all these extra levels in every world, and some locked off gated secret worlds as well, that it's a real brain teaser kind of situation, where you can't you're not really sure immediately going in. At least I wasn't. You're not really sure immediately what you're supposed to do in order to make the win condition happen, because some of the interactions between some of the keywords and some of the logical statements of what the logical sentence that you're building, what it actually does, is not directly straightforward just off the bat. It's something that you kind of have to just trial and error. Just try it out and see what happens if you create a certain pairing of words. What does that do to how things function? For instance, certain objects have is push next to them, which means you can push them around. But as soon as that is push is taken away, then suddenly you pass through them without interacting at all. And so what can you do with it if you take an object from being interactable to not being interactable and then back again? So I don't have a lot to say, because the gameplay is pretty straightforward. It's just you have to sit down and play it and understand exactly what all of the different kind of nuances that can be created from these simple logical statements. So if you're the kind of person who likes puzzle games, who likes brain teasers and kind of trying to have to puzzle out how exactly am I supposed to approach this, how exactly does it get solved, this game is actually really interesting, and it's on Steam. It's fairly cheap. I'm not sure exactly how much. I got it on sale, which is super awesome. And it's just a really fun game. It's pretty lengthy too. I think just if you just do the baseline puzzles, you get quite a few levels out of it. So it's not overly short, and like I said, if you really want some brain teasers, the challenge levels in this game are really something else. They can get really 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 in depth and complicated, and just really take lots of trial and error to try to figure out. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling at this point and repeating myself. I've had a lot of fun with it thus far, and yeah, if you like puzzle games, give it a shot. Try it out. It should be pretty fun. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Bye bye.